Hey there. Welcome to another video in my DIY competitive series where I show you and your company the processes that I have used in my decade plus of performing competitive intelligence for some of the top companies in the US. These include Dell, Zillow, TripAdvisor, and many, many more since I started my own competitive intelligence as a service business. Quick intro. My name is Finbar. I run finbar.co, which is a competitive intelligence as a service business. We focus on helping 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses tackle their biggest competitive and market insights challenge on a once-off basis or a repetitive contract, whichever is best for your business. Um, Today's short presentation is going to run through my process and steps for the very common question that I've been asked to complete, but a business topic that almost every business generating more than $1 million in revenue wants to know, and that is how competitors are responding to major industry trends. So let me just get on to slide 2. Apologies. I won't go through the best practices today. I do them in every video, but it's a good thing to go back and basically screenshot this page. I also have a ton of advice if you ever want to email me on what to expect when you're doing your first competitive analysis, because it's not just all getting great insights and feeling great and then just presenting them to your CFO or CMO or CEO and getting all the kudos for it. So make sure to screenshot this page and contact me at hello@finbar.co if you want any advice on how to perform, or templates. I have a ton of templates. I've including a template for this video too, so they're all in the description below. So here is my, how many steps do we have on this one? 9 steps. Basically 9-step process to answer the question how competitors are responding to major industry trends. And again, your industry will be very much, you'll have niche things and not everything will apply, but the process sticks true to all industries, what I've found over my 10 years. So step 1, identify major industry trends. So begin by obtaining and reviewing industry reports. Most of them will be free, up to you if you want to purchase. I am very careful about purchasing. So there's different sources. Most of them are online. McKinsey, Bain, a lot of them have paid and free options. But this will kind of help you identify current and emerging trends. Subscribe to and read trade magazines, journals, industry blogs on industry developments in general. Then you can start conducting market research to identify trends related to technology, consumer behavior, regulatory trends, economic trends, different, we'll say, market shifts. Additionally, you can monitor social media platforms, industry forums, online communities to capture discussions about new trends and innovation. So again, just identifying the major trends in this step. Step 2, you categorize industry trends. So everything you've got just a big list so far. Once you've identified the trends, categorize them into different segments. Technological trends involve like advancements in technology affecting the industry, such as AI, automation, digital transformation. You'll be able to find segments and buckets once you start categorizing. I would always kind of make sure regulatory, legal, all of them are kind of completely separate from like actual technological and consumer trends and stuff like that. That's just an FYI. Step 3, gather competitor responses. Next, gather information on how competitors are responding to these trends. So review competitors' press releases, annual reports, investor presentations, and any public statements they've made on these strategies in particular. Analyze their marketing materials and campaigns to see how they are positioning themselves in response to trends. This mightn't be glaringly obvious at the start, but the more deep you go in the analysis, the more you'll see how they might be talking about something a lot or not talking about it at all, and that kind of gives you a hint. Track new product launches, updates to like understand how competitors are adapting their offerings and products and services, and then look for announcements of like strategic initiatives, partnerships, or acquisitions related to emerging trends in general. Step 4, conduct primary research. So this is on you now, and this is where you go out and conduct interviews with industry experts, employees, customers, channel partners to gather deeper insights into how competitors are responding to the trends. An option you could use if it's a large project and you think it's beneficial is to use a focus group, but they take a lot of time and resources and planning unless you're going to go with an outside group. Primary research essentially is a key phase in this, and it can provide the first-hand information that might not be publicly available. So that's key. Step 5 then is analyze competitor strategies. So here you are just comparing, I like to do competitor analysis with, up to 5, but the money number for me has always been 3. You get a good view, but between 2 and 5 is mostly the competitor number you should kind of look into. So you can compare how different competitors are addressing the trends that you've already kind of like isolated. And you can assess their approaches, how quickly and effectively competitors are adopting new technologies or business practices. All this will come in. The more data you have, the more you've read through, you can see, you can start ranking almost competitors on their responses. And you'll start to see how the market, the response and the market positioning and the value propositions are changing. And this will help you understand the strengths and weaknesses that certain competitors have at certain different, changes and trends and stuff like that. Number 6, this is what I do, and I put this in every process for every question. Start using analytical tools because this helps you out majorly. You can't do everything yourself. So utilize like trend analysis tools like Google Trends, Trend Watch, or industry kind of specific analytics platforms to monitor and analyze the trends. Perform a SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, that matrix on competitors to understand their responses. And then you can benchmark your competitors' responses against like the industry leader. You'll probably have an idea who that is at this stage, and emerging kind of standards to gauge their effectiveness. Number 7, apologies, I thought I had went on to the next slide. Obviously not. So yeah, number 6, we just went through use analytical tools. Number 7 is the visualize and report the findings. This is where basically you get together all your data, you start forming your story. As I said, these all come basically from step 3 to step 6. You're a human being, you understand like what you're reading, what you're thinking, you're categorizing, your story's coming in your head at this stage. And in step 7, you start putting it into like visual graphs, visual heat maps, visual easy to understand visuals is obviously key because people won't have as in-depth knowledge in this area as you do. Then you want the number 8, which basically is strategic implications. So how does this affect your business? How does this affect your company? You can, as I said, the output is maybe, some sort of thing that gives like strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Where are you strong? Where are you well positioned? And where should we adjust and kind of target? Again, this kind of comes, I like to rank as I go. So competitor A, competitor C is second, competitor B is the worst in a certain, responding to a certain trend, etc. So then you produce your report off of, 7 and 8 is basically visualizing, packaging up, producing a report, and the recommendations would equal the strategic implications. And then number 9, this is one you should keep on top of. I put this in nearly every process I do, but this is one I would highly recommend. It's basically pointless if you're not going to continuously keep on top and monitoring this. This is a key question for the future of your business. So download the free process checklist. It's far more detailed than this, and it'll give you step by step kind of sub steps on each step. So make sure you download that in the description below, and reach out to me if you would like any competitive intelligence as a service at hello@finbar.co. As I said, we work on one-off basis as well as a continuous basis with 7, 8, 9 figure businesses. Hope this was helpful, and I'll chat to you in the next one.